So, hello there folks, welcome back to Loren, the Amazon Princess. We've saved Karen, so that's it, right? Game over, roll credits? Apparently not. Her goal was complete, but her journey was far from over. Oh my god. What have we got to do? Let's find out. That sword did not stop glowing, and it did not stop whispering to her while she slept. No, this was just the beginning for Loren and her loyal servant. Soon they would approach the forest again, and news would reach their ears. The whole world was quaking ready to burst, and the sword knew this. If you say so. Whoa, okay. High in the Everburn Mountains, a thundering, unearthly shout rang out over the mountains, shattering windows and putting out fires. Really? Did it glow? Tell me, in that princess's hands, did that sword glow? I don't know. I only know that she has it. I'm completely positive on that, my lord. I don't know why she's turning to Jade Williams. Then you had better find out if it glows. We have come too far for the gods to meddle in my business. Sir, you know that I need more power for that. My omniscience is limited. Well, it's not omniscience if it's limited, is it, really? Let's face it, that's the opposite of omniscience. That's just science. Or science, I guess, in one way. I just can't do it, your papa, whenever. What use are you, then? The succubus frowned, about to growl something in her defence. Luckily for her, the chamber's doors flew open and Grob came hobbling in, wheezing, and I can't remember Grob's voice. You speak of the Ember Blade, it glowed, it glows! He threw all his weight onto his staff as he tried to recapture his breath. Jill crossed her arms and prepared herself for another one of her lord's tantrums. The lava in the room sputtered and flared in Faust's white-hot rage. She needs to be killed. I mean, it's not that hard, really. She's pretty weak. I recall someone saying that such an option was covered. Oh, her voices. How did that go, by the way, Grob? She's a man now. The goblin shaman sneered at Jill. It went according to plan, actually, but they're collecting more and more allies, so she is well protected. But the lizard men will be able to handle them, that is. Oh no, haven't you heard? Quiet, I will tell him which. I have heard enough bad news for today, Grob. I can't keep up with all these voices, Grob. I'm terrible at them. Look, I forget who's who. Yes, my lord, but the lizard men have been slain. Loren has her mother, and they are leaving the swamps. Frost's scream shook the room, causing the tiles on the walls. Tiles on the walls? This is a cave! Tiles on the walls and ceilings to break up and shatter on the floor. Jill and Grob were barely unscathed. You can't do anything right, Greenie. What is it you've done for the Lord lately? Silence! You will both pay dearly for these mistakes. You've failed to keep promises and have compromised me for the last time. My lord, you're being too hasty. I made you a promise that there would be a war. I've come to tell you the war is upon us. This quieted Faust and he sat down on his throne. How? Unlike some of us, I have great ability at your service, my lord. The humans and elves were reaching for a war as it was. A change in the wind would have sent them to war. Nevertheless, it was my illusion, Magic Lord. Faust was silent for a long moment while the demons before him feared for their lives. This is the only good thing that I have heard from the two of you in a long time. That will not be the case again. The two demons bowed before Faust's throne, glared at each other and then left. Alone, the animated suit revelled in the thoughts of the world at war. His plans were finally starting to come to fruition. It was a cloudless night in the Empire. The night watchmen of a small town guarded their post as usual. Only merchants and lowly travellers entered the village in such a dark hour. So it was beyond suspicious when a group of elven scouts marched right up to the town. Hold, who goes there? The elven scouts marched through the gates and straight into the main square. The city guards rushed to block the roads. The elves suddenly stopped. What is your business here? Go back. We don't need... The guards' commanding tone faded as the elves took out their bows in unison and loaded them. We're under attack! The arrows flew in all directions, and the bloody screams woke the whole town. The elves mercilessly attacked the guards, showing almost no emotion as one person after another was slain. The guards barely had a chance to defend themselves or their loved ones. Totally unnecessary fucking sentence. An arrow appeared and invaded Elf's skull, sending him to the ground. There, the elf's visage melted away and showed the corpse of a goblin instead. Ah! The skull was crushed under the foot of a defending guard. Just outside of the forest, Grob wheezed painfully and grabbed his staff closely for support. This should be the last of it. Nice. With a wave of his staff, the few goblins who remained in front of him turned into human guards. They looked at their new forms for a moment and then scuttled into a battalion of human soldiers that was forming next to them. Go now! Hurry! The illusory soldiers then marched forward and right into the forest. Grob looked up at the moon and then coughed. Finally, he teleported himself back to the Everburn Mountains to give his report. His master was waiting for good news. Chapter 2. Dun, dun, dun. World at War. World at War. Okay. Oh god, massive XPs. Check all this out. Let's assign some XPs. What skills do we? Should we just auto assign the skills? It's not like I care. I don't know. What would be good? I suppose more hit points would be nice. Let's take the more hit points. That's probably going to be useful for Loren and the other frontline fighters. Eleanor is skill, I believe. We want resurrected knocked out character. Let's go for that because we've started having people get knocked out recently. Draco, the fire is doing quite well. Hit all enemies. Should we max out the fire? I think we should. Let's do it. I think that's going to be pretty useful. Dora, the explorer. She has the thing that increases her defense, which is sort of not that useful. She doesn't get hit that much. That paralyzed one might be good. Scared or paralyzed? I think the paralyzed is slightly better. What about the thieves? No, that's just the same shit that Eleanor gets. Let's take this one, the pinning shot. A polymer show. We're not too asked about him. We will just... What did we max out for him before? Paralyze. Should we take the heals? You don't mean the requirements. We don't even have any skill points for him. Why is that? Okay, never mind. Who's this? Ramas. What's Ramas got? God, he went up 2 levels. That's pretty good. Berserker and Warrior. So we've got hit points, taunt, push. Pushes a staggered enemy to the back row. And causes a thing. That could be quite handy. Increases stamina regeneration, increases attack but lowers defense. Let's take push. Sounds quite cool. This guy, who I don't even like. Let's give him that other taunt as well, because he's got a shield, so he's gonna be taunting quite a bit. I get the feeling. Oh, and Karen as well, who is a thief, I believe, so she's gonna want skill. That's not bad. That's a column attack. Hits target any target in the corresponding back row for 75% damage. Yeah, let's take that. Columns are going to be useful for us, I think. We might put her in the party instead of... Oh, we can't. We have to have Eleanor. That's so gay that you have to have Eleanor. Anyway, Loren and Eleanor led the party out of the swamps and towards the nearest town. They needed clean beds and hot baths and couldn't be more eager to have either. Before they had trekked far, a bright light flashed in front of them and a person appeared. Where are you guys going? The shapeshifter, why have you followed us? Sorry we did not inform you, but I have my mother and no need of your services. You're fired. I already know that. You knew we'd found Queen Karen? Yes. Oh, okay, so I knew there was a woman and a man taken hostage by the lizardmen. I just assumed that was who you were looking for. I'm glad at least one of them is alive. Karen stepped forward, but Eleanor held her back. Was I supposed to go rescue you? I didn't know you, and I wouldn't have been able to do anything all by myself. You don't survive in the swamps by sticking your nose where it doesn't belong. Why don't you just say that you knew my mother was there? You sent us on a hunt for ingredients. This conversation is about as lame as telling you outright I was, trying to help. Just saying the words makes me shudder. I hope you're happy. Your methods are unorthodox, but you did lead my daughter to me. Thank you. Karen turned away to look at the sky with an empty expression. Fuck's sake. Eleanor couldn't stand to see her queen so desolate. Desolate. And thanking a person who only barely helped them. I'm losing the power of speech, guys. You're deceptive. Most dark witches are. Are we down to name-calling? Really? I don't just teleport for anyone, so shut up about whatever happened and listen to what I have to say. Chambara crossed her arms, but Loren gave her a warning look. Quite similar, these two, really, aren't they? They're both arseholes. You're about to walk into an Empire town and get shot on sight. Does that sound fun at all? Why would we be killed? I am the Archwizard of Grimoire. Maybe not you, but all of your friends. Shonen received blank stares in return. None of you know, do you? Out with it! The Empire and the Elves are at war! War? The entire party froze from hearing it. What is it good for? For so long, the two factions had been teetering on the edge of it, but both sides had worked hard to keep from shedding any blood. Eleanor first looked to her mistress, Loren pale, but she had been upset since the Chizulu temple, and she wondered how much trauma one Amazon could take. I can't take the Chizulu seriously, I'm sorry. And then Eleanor found the humans, Apollymachot and Amukiki. They were already staring her down like she was responsible for the war herself. These guys are arseholes. If we get to choose sides, we're siding with the elves. Bringing elves onto Empire soil and vice versa will only get you shot down dead. The Empire had declared war against the elves. Why? Groups of elves invaded human towns and a regiment of soldiers attacked a forest city. Impossible. Our army would not have marched into the forest as you say. If they did, it was to root out someone or something. Perhaps the Empire found proof of conspiracy in that elven town. No, it was completely random. Duh. And worse, the attackers completely disappeared afterwards. That doesn't make sense. No casualties or prisoners. Something is wrong with this war. And I'm warning you before you go home and cry about it. Not everything is as it seems. Do you know anything more? Are you hiding your knowledge again to keep from directly helping us? Chambara sighed heavily. You're welcome. Have fun with your little war. The swamp should be much more peaceful now that you're preoccupied. Smell you later. Phew, off she goes. Hold on. You should help us. Your magic could be very useful. Dark magic is never useful. Well, that's not true, is it? The shapeshifter ignored the insult and started to turn away. I don't care. Witch hunts won't happen while this is going on, so I don't mind it. Bye. Smell you later. Pshoo. She's gone. She flashed away suddenly, leaving only smoke in her place. They stood silently in the field for a moment. This is grave news. Her warning is unfortunately appreciated. Our elven party members would be killed and the rest jailed for interrogation. You cannot travel into town. Archwizard, the council will need to hear from you. Yes, I was just thinking about that. I need to return to Grimoire immediately. Princess Loren, we must make a detour. I'm returning to the Amazon Citadel. Apollymachot was startled by her defiance since he was used to having people obey his orders. This is a matter of great importance. You're in possession of the Ember Blade. Her Majesty has made no commitments to the Empire. Apollymachot glared at Eleanor, his eyes revealing how deeply he hated the elves. I know what you want from me, whatever. With the Empire at war, you wish to use me as you were going to use your gladiator. I was to be your weapon. Amakiki shuffled uncomfortably and held his head high. The sword is my responsibility and I must take it back to Grimoire, that is all. Can't we just fucking give him the sword, Loren? Seriously, give him the sword, they'll all fuck off, we can go home and have some muffins. That's what we want. That is the ultimate goal of our quest, is just sit down, cup of tea, muffin. It's my sword, mage. You said it yourself. You cannot wield it, but you may find me at the Citadel. Loren started walking away from the wizard and his warrior. Apollymachot gripped his staff tightly and shouted after her. I have your word that you will be at the Citadel with the sword. You may seek an audience with the Amazons like everyone else. The tall woman dwarfed Apollymachot and his brow furrowed. She's got about 3 or 4 inches on him. It's not much. You will see me again in due time. Amakiki, come. The gladiator looked eyes of Eleanor before turning away to follow the mage on a different route. Eleanor looked over her shoulder several times, watching the two leave. Loren changed course for the Citadel. As tired as she was, she needed to get her mother home and quick. Along the way, they unfortunately met with the war, even as they tried to avoid it. Swarms of elven scouts and Empire soldiers massed to battle and were so enraged that Loren and the party were mistakenly caught up in the chaos. Eleanor fought hard to keep her mistress safe while still keeping her own hide intact. You need to fight 3 times to get back to the Citadel. You can choose to travel near the Empire or the Elven borders. The type of enemy you'll encounter will be decided by this choice. If you fight in sequence, you won't be able to heal in between battles. You may camp to fully recover, but every time you camp, the next encounter's enemies will be more powerful, so be careful. Now, that might sound like a bad thing, but on the plus side, won't that mean we'll get more XP? Shall we... Let's travel through the Elven lands and kill some fucking humans. That's what I want to do. Right. Karen. Do not want you on the front lines, really. We have to have Eleanor and Loren, so it's a choice of Draco or Dora, and Dora's quite useful. Fuck it. Just going like this, I guess. Right. Dora first. What are these? Giant snakes. Delicious. And elven warriors. Oh, so we're fighting the elves then. Oh, fuck. Okay, right. What have we got? Dora and Eleanor will both get to attack. That's not going to be enough to take anyone down. These things have a buttload of HP, so they're going to get fireballed. So we'll get these guys working the back row. Sound like a plan? Incoming! Does to me. This guy's staggered. Can we actually do anything to staggered people? No, those are the hero abilities. Okay, just attack him. That's the problem with these abilities. I don't understand how any of the fucking abilities work. It's not great, is it? I'll be honest with you. It's too confusing. It's too confusing to keep track of what the fuck's going on. Wow, these guys are pretty much fireproof. Yeah, wow, these guys are fucking pretty hardcore immune to this fire stuff. What should we do? Should we drop a fireball on it? Yeah, fuck it, let's just burn everyone. It'll do a fair bit of damage. It should kill that guy at the back. It didn't do for some reason. He survived. Never mind. Ramas. Let's keep battering this central. Oh, look, he can do something now. He can push. Oh, let's do that. Bring out the elf and then Loren can hit him. Nice. Oh, yes. Stab him up. Stab him up good. Ramas. Finish him off. Oh, he's on 2 HP. Fuck off. I'm not wasting Loren's turn on him. Eleanor can fucking kill him. Let's attack this one. And then Dora. Can you finish this guy off? Oh, easily. And then some. Take a quick shot at him. Oh, wow. It hit him instead. Why does that happen? So annoying. Eleanor, you might as well take a quick shot on that guy. You missed. GG. Draco. Let's do that one. Fireball 2. What is up with Loren? She's poisoned and weakened. And it's Ramas's turn. Let's get Ramas to hit this guy. Might as well get Loren to hit that guy as well. Dora, might as well try and take that guy out this time. There we go. You can take this one. And then everyone can kill the last giant snake. That wasn't so hard. It wasn't so hard at all. There we go. We won! Should we rest up? I think we probably should. We got a bit of a kick in there. While we're in camp, let's have a quick chat with some of the people that don't suck. I've been meaning to ask you why we found you in an Empire City but not in a Dwarven city. Oh, well, because I like grimy grimoire. There's all kinds of cool stuff to see, do, and have. It's even got a coliseum. Did you know I saw gladiators fight a couple of times? For free, of course. It's an amazing city to make a living in. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. Were you born there? No. Where then? I was born in a Dwarven settlement, but I moved out and went along to Grimoire and stayed put. It's just that simple. Why did you leave your hometown, Dora? Eh? Why did you leave? If it's so nice there, why did you leave? Hey, look, okay, I didn't get kicked out of my village or anything. I left, that's it. Friendly. Whoa, whoa, I believe you. I'm sorry for asking. This is obviously very personal to you, Dora. I don't mean to be snappy. I don't. I just don't like talking about this, okay? Alright, I'm sorry. Poor Dora. Draco! If you can cast all elements, why is Firestarter your surname? Oh yeah, I gave that to myself. It's really not a family name. Why don't you use your real family name? I don't know it. Oh no, I'm sure there's not a good reason for that. No, you still win in the Whose Life Was the Worst contest. No use in me even competing. You can tell me. I didn't have a family name because I didn't have a family. Yeah, it's that simple. Not at all, you were orphaned. I think so. I don't have any memories of them, I just remember growing up in the academy. What academy? Oh, the Lothar Wizard Academy. It's a stupid place, so let's not talk about it. Alright, what about your given name, Draco? I gave that to myself too, kind of. So you had a name before you started calling yourself Draco? That name was stupid too. I don't want to talk about it either. Friendly. Kind of. Oh well, I did this cool trick back then where I'd swallow a fireball and shoot out a stream of fire out my nose. Ouch, didn't that hurt? A little. But all the kids thought it was cool. They called me a dragon and it was awesome. You'd swallow fire to be popular? I burnt out all my nose hairs too, so I did bonus. Cool. Ramas! Hey, come here for a second. Ramas beckoned Eleanor to his side, looking around, checking if the coast was clear. Can I ask you something? Nothing personal, just wondering your opinion. Of course you can, Ramas. I just wanted to ask what you thought of Dora. Dora? Why? Is something wrong with her? Wrong? Now, why would you say that? That's what I'm asking you. No, I just wanted to know how you liked her. I think she's a fine person, a bit hyperactive at times, but she's a good archer. Oh yeah, she's a thief though, ain't she? I think so, though she would never admit it. That's a rough life. I wonder what got her so low that she had to start stealing. And what if she got caught? Blast, that would be downright terrible. I thought of her wasting away in some prison cell makes my bones sad. Makes your boner sad, Ramas. You seem to care a lot about her. Ugh, do I? Is it that obvious? Well, most would probably resent her for her thievery, but you are choosing concern instead. That says a lot. I couldn't hate her for something as small as that. Why? Why? Why not? I was just curious. You really do like her a lot. Does she feel the same about you? I don't know. Does she? I don't know. I don't know why she'd like a guy like me. Do you think she does? We'll find out for you, Ramas. We'll ask her later. Why don't you go ask her? What? Don't be daft. Go ask her. Pfft, yeah, right. Like it's that easy. So bright this one. Brilliant. Just go ask. What are you mumbling? Ramas sighed and adjusted his axe. What? I ain't saying nothing. Oh, do we talk to Miss fucking Angry Pants? Let's talk to Karen first. My queen, how do you fare? She's not the queen, actually. Loren's the queen. Karen did not lift her eyes from the ground. I will live. She continued to stare deeply into the ground. Eleanor swallowed while searching for the right words. That is okay, your highness. You are allowed to live. Karen finally looked up and met eyes with the elf. Eleanor feared she had said the wrong thing. Made the great mothers judge me. It's because she ran away, obviously. Eleanor did not understand what this meant, but she hoped that her queen would find some solace in her ancestors' spirits. It was clear that her heart was in deep mourning, and she may not recover from it if she let it consume her. She decided to leave Karen in peace. And Loren. That was some ordeal with Apollo, Michaud and Draco. Yes, but I'm glad it's resolved. Eleanor had been thinking of the event over and over since it happened. I wanted to thank you for sticking up for me. When the Archwizard accused Els of being sneaky, you said you trusted me. Oh, that, yes. You'd have plenty of opportunities to kill me and have your freedom, but you have not. Eleanor never once considered escaping Loren. Friendly. She did not feel oppressed enough to wish for freedom. I owe the Amazons my life. You needn't fear me. As I suspected. Yes, we'll be a good little slave. Right, guys, I am going to leave it there. Let's save over slot 2 for fun. Right. Yep, I'm going to leave it there. I've got a lot of filming to get on with today, so I'm not going to do a really long episode this time. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!